All right. Hey, everybody. It is good to be here this evening for TFC Presents, our new digital series here at the Faith Community. You can catch us here at 7:30 on both Tuesdays and Thursdays for TFC Presents. So tonight, TFC Presents Therapy Tuesday. So we're going to be talking about just some health stuff, right? And I started to say mental health, but really it's all connected, right? Like if our mental health is good, then likely our physical health is going to be good because we're taking care of ourselves, as is our spiritual health, because we're also going to be more in tune with what our spirit needs in terms of like going into the prayer closet or reading some scripture or engaging in some praise and worship. So I'm starting to say mental health, but really, again, it's all connected, right? So tonight we're going to be talking about just some health things that you can be doing to take care of yourself. And tonight we are going to focus primarily on guarding your sleep. Right, so sleep, getting good rest is one of the best things that you can do for your mental health, for your physical health, for your spiritual health. Because I don't know about you, I tend to be anxious anyways as a person, and if I am tired, that just feeling of stress and anxiousness is only exaggerated, right? So I think an important thing that we need to be doing in this time, especially since we know that we're going to be dealing with COVID-19 for the long haul, we know that we're still going to be working towards reforming the justice system. That's a long haul thing that's been going on for a long time, not just since we've been in quarantine, right? So like a lot of these things that we are seeing pop up on our social media and stuff that we're engaged in our own communities, like this is for the long haul. So we need to be rested and able in order to take care of those things and to take care of ourselves, right? Um, so a little bit about how the brain works when it comes to getting rest, right? During the day, um, we are now like on this 100% virtual life all the time. Like we are in all of our work meetings digitally. We are seeing our friends digitally. We're doing all of our work digitally. Like it's just, I just sit in front of my computer all of the time now when I'm doing my work. Um, and all of our devices are our phones or iPads or computers, like whatever kind of digital thing we are sitting in front of, is emitting a lot of blue light. So, what's blue light, you ask? Well, thinking about the world around us during the day, like think high noon and whatnot, the world is actually full of blue light. So like the light from the sun is reflecting off of like the sky and all that good stuff. So from just a purely scientific standpoint, our brains are wired to think that whenever we see blue light, it's like, oh, that's daytime. This is when I should be awake and functioning. Um, the same kind of light is what's coming through our computer screen. So, if you're like scrolling through Facebook or scrolling through Instagram, or you can't get enough of like the new video podcast from Holy Smokes on YouTube, shameless plug there, like whatever the case may be, if you're constantly looking at a screen right up until bedtime, like your brain is not ready to go to sleep, right? Because it's just been absorbing all of this light that it has been interpreting to say, oh, blue light means I should be awake. Blue light means I should be functioning. Um, so that's part of how our brains work, right? So one of the best things that you can do to make sure that you're getting your rest is to make sure to be off your screen. I would say probably like an hour before bed, right? Just go ahead, shut off the computer, turn the notifications off on your phone, like go ahead and set your alarms, whatever, but just like an hour before bed, go ahead and just kind of cut all of it off, cut the TV off, everything. So that your brain can start getting used to the fact that, oh, it's dark outside. There is no blue light. There is none of this stuff signaling to my brain that I should be awake right now. Same thing goes with like sugar and caffeine, right? Limiting caffeine in the afternoon, limiting sugar before bed, all that stuff is designed to keep us awake. So for me, the way that I handle that in my day-to-day life is I have a pretty consistent routine. Like sometimes on the weekend, I'm not as strict with my routine, but my evening routine generally looks something like this. Um, I'll normally start to wind things down. Like Haley and I have dinner around like 7-ish, you know. We'll clean up from dinner, then we will maybe watch a little bit of TV, an episode or something, and then around 9 o'clock, I get away from the TV, I shut my laptop down, I make myself a cup of herbal tea, and then I sit down with a book and I read for about an hour before bed. So after about that hour, that's given my brain time to just kind of relax a little bit, to stop absorbing the blue light and everything, and then enjoy some nice herbal tea. It's a nice, relaxing kind of ritual that I've established for myself. So I want to encourage you to create a routine like that. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but something that involves you doing something to wind down. Maybe it looks like taking a bubble bath instead of reading. Maybe it just looks like playing a game or like playing solitaire, with like actual physical cards and not as an app on your phone. But something like that, just to make sure that you're cutting off all that extra light, right? And if you're thinking, oh, well, doing some herbal tea right before bed sounds good, I highly recommend the bedtime blend from Yogi. It's just got a lot of nice, like, soothing herbs in it it's just a really nice, relaxing sip of tea. It's got, pardon me, like some chamomile, some licorice, and some cardamom and cinnamon. And it's just like all these nice, warm flavors that go well together. Yeah, so that's really it for tonight for Therapy Tuesday. So just making sure that you are guarding your rest right now, because making sure that you're getting rest like seriously contributes to your mental health, which will of course pour over into your physical health and to your spiritual health. So let us know what you think. What's your nighttime routine? What do you do to get yourself ready for the evening to kind of wind down for the day? If you're tuning in after this video has aired, I still want to hear your comments. So go ahead and throw those in the comments below. Maybe that'll give some people some good ideas for what they can be doing to guard their rest better. In the meantime, I hope you guys continue to tune in for TFC Presents. This week on Real Talk on Thursday, we will be talking about who took God out of schools. That's going to be a fantastic conversation. It's going to be me and Ariana, our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful digital member extraordinaire. So she oversees all of like kind of the digital side of the ministry to make sure that everyone who's not here in person in Atlanta can engage in the faith community as fully as possible. So we love her to pieces. She's also an educator. I work in education-ish. I work for a tutoring company, so we both got some pretty interesting perspectives on that. So please tune in on Thursday at 7:30 for that conversation. And again, in the comments, go ahead and tell us, what is your nightly routine? I'd love to hear that. In the meantime, love you all. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. And we'll see you around.